Celltech says, do you plan a new version of Maxi in the future? It's something I was going to ask you about as well. I think some tweets have kind of hinted around on it. Is there something else in the works?
So I'll just say that there's clear demand for this type of stake pooling, and seeing how just like how it worked, and kind of how the market responded, and just also how people like emotionally responded to it. That gave us a lot of clear-cut ideas of what to roll out next. And now that we've kind of like, have this, it's like now we have this like audited pooling contract to kind of work on. So, so there's certainly more pooling as far, and so kind of where we plan to diversify. Like, I said this in a tweet that I'm not going to say, because just to be fair to everybody that's going to be participating, it's all the information is going to come out at once about like exactly how everything is going to work. And also there should be no expectation that this ever happens at all. Like the default assumption is that, I'm just going to go and, go just,
you're going on vacation soon
on Twitter for the rest of my life and never produce anything. Like that's the default assumption.
No expectations, everyone. No expectations.
The areas that I'm interested in are, different types of staking strategies. So, things where, because like this single max length stake, that's just one particular staking strategy. So other like strategies and dynamics, in that like stake pooling concept is big. That's something that I'm really interested in. We're probably the first thing isn't going to be just like another carbon copy of the max length stake. Not yet. There's a lot of other big things that we can do, and so the next thing that is like the next version of the stake pool. The way I view this is that this is going to be the foundation for all future hex stake pools that Maximus creates. So this one right here is going to be kind of like the backbone of all of them. And it has dynamics built in that incentivize people to organize outreach efforts and to keep this movement going, where even, if I stop, it's like there's always an incentive for someone else to keep it moving. And so, that's kind of, so the next kind of pooling thing is certainly going to be kind of like the bedrock of like kind of future pooling plans. And so, and then, having these dynamics that like incentivize that, like, people to have skin in the game, wanting to push this thing forward.
And are you thinking like would be trading hex for it in a DAO like, or a sacrifice? Have you thought anything about that yet?
So it will certainly not. It won't be a sacrifice, and we're So there's not going to be what we will not use the word sacrifice.
Okay.
And then as far as how it like the launch, the only thing that I will say right now is that that the only way to like you'll need Maxi to participate. You won't need, you'll need Hex to if you're going to join this next pool, like the Hex staking pool, that's going to be like the bedrock of like everything else that bedrock of like a Maxi, the current Maxi and bedrock of future pools.
Okay.
You'll Hex for joining that pool, but kind of like this layer of like getting the community involved. And I think that's what you mentioned it's what I mentioned in a tweet about, like, who wants to join a team. That one you'll need Maxi to join that, but then for like the pool that's kind of related to, you'll need Hex.
Okay. But are there? I don't want to press you too far for details. I'm just thinking, like, is there an incentive? Is it just the gas fee savings that you would want to stake in this kind of pool versus stake in the Hex portal, for example? Like, what would be the benefits?
Yeah, so gas fee savings is always a benefit, and then also the like liquidity options that you have. to either like sell if you need to, or, just like, and also, just like gaining but like the exposure to like the bonuses, like that's all upside for you especially as a small staker. And then also, just unforeseen craziness that could happen, that either suddenly causes like massive demand on the coin, or something that causes it to be burnt, unpredictable gifts from the universe like that.